I know, that's a very good deflective answer, isn't it?
I'm confused, okay? I'm confused. What's up, Chris?
Hi, hey, George. Michael, hey, nice to virtually meet you both. How you doing?
I love your shirts. It is so funny. I love that.
They are gay, and this show is gay, so I came to represent.
Love it.
I have to say, you guys owe me a few boxes of tissue for all the crying that I did last night binging this season. I mean, I basically slept in a pool of my own tears.
Yeah, it's an emotional one, yeah.
It's a roller coaster, for sure.
I myself was tearing up yesterday because I watched it yesterday too, like the first 3 episodes.
Really?
Yeah. I watched 3 episodes, particularly with the scenes with the parents. I won't say who because I don't want to give any immediate spoilers away, but
yeah,
emotional.
Yeah, that's what hit me hard too. Yeah, for sure. I also just have to start by saying that if I saw 2 boys making out as much as you two do in this season of Love, Victor when I was 16 years old, I would have made out with a lot more guys. Like where were you in 1995?
I was still not even a thought. I wasn't even like a thought in either of my parents' heads. But no, like I think that I think that, you know, we're moving in the right direction. I don't think we're in a very different time, but I think that we're moving in the right direction. And I think that like shows like this, where young LGBT youth can watch it and be like, oh, this is normal. This is okay. I feel like a lot of straight teens are like, oh yeah, I can make out with this person or whatever. And it's completely fine, but it should be exactly the same for the LGBT community. And they should feel no pressure, and they should be completely normal to just kiss people in public, and it should be fine, you know?
Yeah. Or have sex with your boyfriend and have your mom or dad catch you, because that also happens with gay people, right?
Yes, it does. It totally does. And I think that, like, obviously, you know, I think that like right now we're still definitely talking about, like, you know, this show is definitely through like a queer lens, and I love that about it. And I think that, you know, it's kind of exactly like every other straight teen show, but except through a queer lens. And I love that part about Love It.
It does show the difficult realities of coming out in today's age, which is, you know, a difficult thing for most people, but also just the joy in celebrating who you are and embracing who you are on the other side of that, you know, and like living your truth.
Yeah, and you know, maybe this is generational, but you know, when I'm watching shows, especially teen shows that have gay characters in them where there is sex, I'm still sort of like, you know, it shocks me, because I guess that says a lot about the culture and the fact that I think gay sex has been really neglected on television, and I was really pleased to see that the second season really goes there. And I wondered, you know, what did you appreciate about the way that this season tackled sex, George?
I think just like having like LGBTQ writers bring their stories into the script, their experiences, just brings this authenticity and this kind of realness to the stories. So the writing's all there, you know, like that as an actor to be able to play this part and then have such great quality writing and is just really kind of everything. So what about you, Mike?
I mean, I think that, like, you know, I think that honestly the whole representation of like Victor's sexual awakening and, like, you know, his sex life with Benji definitely relies a lot on like George and I's chemistry. I think that like George is, sorry to give you your flowers like on camera, but like he's so easy to work with and like so incredibly understanding and like so willing to just do things and like try different things and see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, it felt very like explorative on set, I think, didn't it?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
They did say like, do you want an intimacy coach? And we kind of just felt like, well, to be honest, we're both really like dedicated to these characters and want to honor this writing, and we just sort of felt like we had a closeness and were able to do that on set.
Yeah, we actually like completely opted out of having an intimacy coach. We we George and I both felt like we were very comfortable with each other already, and we really just like kind of went for it. And I think that kind of reads on screen where it felt very like explorative, and like I think it felt very like new and exciting, and I think that that's like something that's like really, really cool and exciting about the show.
No, I'll take him.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's somebody else. There's a ghost. Yeah. And you know, like, I don't know if how you guys identify. But there's this conversation about straight people playing queer roles. And if you're straight, you know what, like, you did your job, I will say. Like, yeah, I mean, you were so believable in these parts. I really felt that this relationship was a real relationship.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
That means a lot to hear, because, you know, I think that, you know, that is obviously like a topic for discussion, and I'm glad it's a conversation we're having. I think, you know, I think conversations such as those should be had, but I think realistically it relies purely on like an actor to actor basis. I feel like if there are actors that are taking LGBT roles and not representing the community in an accurate way, they're taking it as a cash grab, and then they don't represent the community afterwards, where it's like they're not, you know, advocating for the community. They're not donating money to LGBT charities. They're not, you know, trying to do things that will help the LGBT community, but they're just taking the role because it's the cash grab, or, oh, it seems like it'll make a difference in my community, or in my career. Yeah.
What has it been like for both of you to bring this Venji romance to life on screen?
It's a ever ongoing journey, I feel like, particularly the difference between season 1 and season 2, you know, like, yeah, being on Hulu this time around, being able to tell sort of more realistic stories. It's been great to be able to continue playing these characters and exploring their journey collectively and individually, and just exploring it in other areas, really, you know, that we maybe weren't able to do in season 1. So it's been great, and I hope we get the chance to get back to it.
Yeah, well, you have to. I mean, you cannot leave me like you left me at the end of the season. Like, you want me to cry right now, George, just thinking about the possibility that the 3rd season might not happen? I can't.
No, there's no. We'll stay positive about it. We'll manifest it.
Yes, for sure. We gotta manifest it.
Yeah, because like Michael, I have to know: are you Team Venji or are you Team Vahim?
Oh man, I feel like for Victor, I don't know. I mean, I think like as I haven't been able to watch the whole entire show in its entirety, so I can't really like say. But like, I feel like there's just something like I'm so torn.
He doesn't want to let me down. He doesn't want to let me down on this interview. That's what he's.
I feel so torn. You know, like it's like.
No, I think ultimately you probably just wanted Victor to be happy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think I just want Victor to be happy, but
whatever that means.
But whoever that is with.
That's a pretty good non-answer.
I know, that's a very good deflective answer, isn't it?
I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused.
You can say, come on.
It also doesn't help that like George is right here with
no pressure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to ask you both, because the show has had an immense impact on LGBTQ plus youth. I mean, it would have changed my life, like I told you, when I was 16 in many ways. But what's one DM or a letter or a note that you've received from a queer fan that really made you feel like what you were doing here with this show was important and really affecting lives?
Well, off the bat, one that sticks out to me, because there has been many. I got this message from someone who was in the military, and I don't think they didn't have very good experience in the military, like, you know, with their sexuality. They obviously, I mean, the way things are in the military, and they said watching the show really like just made them feel some sort of acceptance, I suppose, and heard. And I just think that was like, that one sticks out for me, because it's like, I don't know, it seems like something tough to have gone through for them.
I feel like for me, I've gotten so many messages, but like some of the ones that like stuck out to me the most are like people that are literally Latino, and they're like, this is my exact story, and this is exactly what I've been going through with my mom or my dad or my uncle. And it's crazy to know that like we're still not in that place where it's like people can just accept their children or their family for just being true to who they are as people. And I think that like it's really inspiring for me as an artist to like continue to push myself harder and to continue to just, you know, represent the community in an accurate way, because I get to like just see all like the impact that it's making on people's lives, you know?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I have to wrap, so I have to tell you just quickly that my opinion on the third season is that you three just form a throuple.
Well, hey, we'll pitch it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll pitch it. I got you. We'll make sure you're in the special things.